Hello everyone, Mimikins here. Today I'm going to share with you some of my Charge Blade builds. This has been a popular request for some time. It is one of the more complex weapons in Monster Hunter World and can be played in a variety of styles. Last AT Kulve I managed to get hold of some very nice looking elemental charge blades, in particular the Kjarr Strongarm Ice. Huge elemental, nice critical with critical element. The thing I love about this elemental charge blade is that it allows me to fully utilise all aspects of the charge blade. The elemental discharge are powerful, however so are the standard sword attacks, especially if you charge the sword. The small numbers add up fast. This allows for much more mobility and allows you to look for opportunities for your super amped elemental discharge. I think this is a much friendlier approach for players wanting to try out the charge blade. For those of you who may not know, you can charge your sword once you've charged your shield, which adds additional damage to your sword attacks and gives you a mind's eye effect which prevents the weapon from bouncing. I'll show you the combo slowly in the training room so you can match up the buttons according to your version of the game. You can actually do this the same time you charge your files for efficiency. Another great thing about Elemental Charge Blade is that you don't need rare artillery jewels, as power elemental files do not benefit from this. I'm going to show you several types of builds that will suit different playstyles. Not everyone plays the same, and having a build optimized for your playstyle will enhance your gaming experience. The first set of builds are for those people who love to use the super amped elemental discharge spam. It uses the skill focus, which allows you to build up files faster and marginally increases the charging speed for charged double slash and condensed elemental slash. These two builds are very similar but have different set bonuses. Master's Touch, which prevents sharpness loss on critical hits, and Razor Sharp for halving sharpness loss. This is beneficial for block reaction elemental discharges, as blocking with the shield consumes sharpness. These builds have level 1 guard, but if your shield is powered up you will gain an additional +2, bringing the guard to level 3. This can be further enhanced by guard pointing, which reduces knockback further and deals a small amount of damage. Some players are very good at guard pointing, others not so much. If you are the type of player who prefers only to use the super amped elemental discharge when you know you're definitely going to land it, you're probably not too concerned about having the focus skill in your builds, as you won't require the speed on file building. This leaves option to having other skills such as Power Prolonger, which increases the duration your shield and sword stay powered up. This is a very nice quality of life addition, and it benefits players who like to use the powered up sword hits for mobility, sliding slashes to avoid hits, and utilising the axe mode for extra damage when opening opportunities occur. I made two builds using the Master's Touch for my Power Prolonger builds, which require different gear sets and jewels. I haven't included guard in this build as the playstyle is based more on mobility and guarding hits would take a big hit on my sharpness bar. I had 3 critical boost skills slotted in, but one could be swapped for capacity boost, which would give you an extra 30 seconds on the charge shield, and will make your super elemental discharges do slightly more damage. It depends on how often you use the skill, and the extra critical boost would benefit more of your other attacks. If you prefer a more survivalistic version, let's look at having some extra health instead. I've made a Behemoth version and a Teostra version of the Master's Touch build. I was able to squeeze some extra attack out of the Behemoth set by sacrificing 1 level of health boost, which helps me cap critical on weak spots as well. It's useful to have both sets as they have different elemental strengths and weaknesses, which can allow you to use elemental canteen buffs to reduce damage and negate that element's blight if you have over 20. Monster Hunter is a very versatile game. These are a few ways I like to play Charge Blade. Elemental Discharge spam does deal a lot of damage, but sometimes it isn't practical and it takes time to learn positioning and master guard points to minimise sharpness loss. Arch-Tempered Kulve Taroth is back this week for console players. She has some good elemental charge blade options, although none quite have the same elemental power as the ice does, but nonetheless still potent. I put the official event schedule in the description for those viewing at a later date. Thanks for watching, please support the channel by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next time.